Astro Kids, and welcome back. This is your Daily Tarotscope for December 21st, 2019. And happy solstice to everyone out there. Of course, if you are in Australia, this will be your summer solstice. Anywhere else in the world, the winter solstice, which this winter solstice is, of course, the shortest day and the longest night. So we are moving into the darkness of the winter season. And this is perfectly aligned with this Capricorn season that we are moving into tomorrow. So we're on the last day of this Sagittarius season. And the only thing left in Sagittarius will be Mercury, which will shortly come out and move into Capricorn. So we're seeing this major Capricorn buildup. We're seeing, this light, this optimism, this faith of Sagittarius start to come to an end. Things becoming more serious, more rigid, more concrete, more structured, right? We're facing more challenges, having to be more disciplined, more strategic with our approach. Again, very much corresponding with this year of the rat that we're moving into next year, about utilizing your resources and making clever strategic decisions to cross that finish line to your success, to climb to the top. Remember that Capricorn is the top in astrology of your achievements, your success, your status, your reputation. And so we are moving into a very serious, very challenging time as this energy is shifting from Sagittarius to Capricorn. And this solstice marks the beginning of that period where, again, things are starting to intensify, things starting to become more difficult, more challenging. I would say these more darker, desolate times. And this is pulling us into, remember, the solar eclipse, which will be the major turning point, the major deciding point of where you're headed into 2020. As, of course, this Capricorn season will take us into January 2020. That, are you willing to do the work? Are you willing to put the time and the commitment in? And we talked a lot about this with all of this buildup in Capricorn, with the South Node and with Saturn and Pluto. But this is being highlighted heavily now as we are literally at this turning point now. We are on the cusp of Capricorn now, with Sag at the 29th degree at the end, making this shift into Capricorn now at the solstice, that this is it. Your time for making decisions, your time for seeking out options is coming to a close. Now it is time to make a solid decision and stick with it. Because once we come into that solar eclipse on Christmas, if you're on the West Coast, otherwise on the 26th, that this is it. This is the deciding point. This is the decision that is taking you into this new decade, this new year, this new moment in time that we're moving into with this shift into the new year. So this is a major time. This is a time, if you're still trying to figure things out, make decisions about where you're headed, this is the time, right? A lot of people are waiting for their New Year's resolutions on New Year's Eve going into New Year's Day. But really, this is the time to make New Year's resolutions, right? This is the time to make a solid decision about what your life is going to look like and what you're willing to work for moving into 2020. Because 2020 will be a year of building your destined life for yourself. And the time is running out. If you're waiting for New Year's to make changes, make decisions, the time is really now to do that. So let's see what we get for today. So 4 cards came up. And again, coming off of what we just talked about with this 7 of Cups in reverse, it's major decision time for you. And a lot of you, again, we talked a lot about this, but a lot of you are not making a decision, right? This is in reverse because this is a challenging decision that needs to be made. This is the decision of where you are headed, where you're going. So what is that ultimate choice that you need to make in your life? Because we are at a crossroads now with major different roads that we can take. But which one actually is in tune with who you are and where you are trying to head to in your life? This is major decision time. And for a lot of you with the Ace of Wands here, yes, it's a new chapter. It's promising a brand new start. But there's also something a little bit chaotic about this, that actually you have to start something that you are passionate and motivated and driven to do, and to actually push through challenges and obstacles to get to this. And so this is a little bit turbulent. This is a little bit chaotic of a new beginning, but this is something that is necessary. So for those of you who are rejecting this, those of you who are putting this off, those of you who are trying to just escape to old patterns and cycles, remember that this journey is not going to look easy or peaceful from the start. There is work, there is effort that has to be put into it. So it looks a little challenging, it looks a little turbulent. But if you are willing to step through the challenge and put in the work and the effort, then you can really make something of this new chapter, this new beginning. Otherwise, you're sort of just going back in the past, right? And this is the Ace of Wands in reverse, that this is challenging, and a lot of people are going to go backwards instead of forwards. And so make sure that you are making the ultimate decision of what this new chapter is going to look like and what you're actually going to apply to this to make this your reality. Otherwise, you're going back because you're not willing to break through that comfort zone. And speaking of comfort, we have the Empress in reverse here. So a lot of you are going to go back to what is comfortable, to what is old, to these old cycles and patterns that you've been doing that are familiar. But there's something here with the Empress that actually, and this is why the Empress wears a heart necklace and is in this beautiful field with all of these beautiful things around her, that actually you can create something new that is beautiful, that is secure, that is safe. It doesn't have to be that you find safety in just going back to what is comfortable, to what is familiar. You can actually create something beautiful, manifest something beautiful in this new space that you're moving into. So I think that a lot of people are afraid to move into this new space because it doesn't look as beautiful, it doesn't look as comfortable. But actually, if you move out of that old sense of comfort, you can find something that's actually more secure by actually taking the risk to step out of your safety, out of your comfort zone, and to step into something new. And with the Three of Swords here, yes, your decision is clear. Right? A lot of people, they're overthinking it. They're getting stuck in their thoughts. They're letting other people sway them. There's a lot of fogginess and confusion. But actually, there's a clear decision out of this fog, out of this illusion. There is a clear decision that is here. And it's interesting because if you look at the Rider Tarot deck with the Three of Swords, we always see the swords piercing through a heart, because it's always a challenging decision. It's always going through this heartache and this challenge. And a lot of people don't want to go through that. A lot of people don't want to deal with this fogginess, this illusion, and actually realizing that, oh, it actually is an illusion. It is a delusion. It's not true. That actually I need to face the hardship and the challenge of reality. That heartbreak, right? In the Rider Tarot deck, it's heartbreak of having to deal with the suffering, the pain, the challenge, the heartache of facing the reality. But there is a clear choice here with this white rose, that this is clear, this is pure, this is authentic. So it is time for you to face reality and actually make a choice and a decision that is clear, that is obvious, that makes sense. So this is your Daily Tarotscope for December 21st, 2019. I hope you all enjoyed this. If you liked this video, don't forget to leave a like and a comment. If you're new to this channel, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, as well as the notification bell, so that you don't miss out on any new content. If you're watching this on Instagram, feel free to leave a thumbs up, as well as sharing this out and following the page so that you don't miss out on any new content. And I will see you all in the next video. Happy Solstice.